In this video, you will first of all see the original KEFR11 crossover, filmed from inside the cabinets. The KEFR11 consists of two woofer cabinets driving two woofers each, one on the top, one at the bottom. The mid-range and tweeter section, or the UniQ driver, sits acoustically isolated in the middle between both woofer cabinets. However, the crossover for the mid-range and tweeter section is in the upper woofer cabinet, immediately beneath the top of the speaker. Unfortunately, this required KF to use some extra feet of speaker wire, first of all to connect the speaker terminals to the crossover at the top of the upper cabinet, and then to connect it with the middle and tweeter section. The four woofers are connected to the woofer crossover in the lower cabinet, immediately behind the speaker terminals at the very bottom of the speaker. The original crossover is low-cost or budget-made. The KEFR11 has a very linear and great sound already, but with the new external crossover, you can create a soundstage, clarity, and dynamics that is reminiscent of speakers worth $20,000 or more. In the second part of the video, you will see an upgraded external crossover. All speaker wires have been connected with TC4 Teflon isolated copper wires. The speaker wires are connected via gold-plated screw terminals to three PCB boards, one for the four woofers, one for the mid-range, and one for the tweeter section. The speaker wires connecting the amp with the crossover are directly soldered on the PCB boards, without any plugs, etc., because plugs, even the best, will always affect the signal. The woofer section fed by a 12 TC wire, the mid-range and tweeter section share another 12 TC wire. The incoming white ground wires are soldered next to the speaker wires, thus virtually creating ground points. The incoming main signals are directly soldered to the first parts handling the signal, namely to the resistor R1 in the tweeter section, to the resistor R2 in the mid-range section, and to the inductor L4 in the woofer section. All resistors are Mundorf Ultra. All inductors are Jansen waxed copper foil 16 AWG, except the large air coil inductor. The caps are combinations of Clarity Cap CSA and MR, Jansen Superior Z, and MyFlex copper foil KPCU. As a rule of thumb, networks parallel to the woofer are said to be not critical. However, carefully selected parts will make a difference, even here. The task of parallel cap networks is to eliminate unwanted high frequencies. If this is done well, the woofer is increasingly unloaded from anything above the crossover frequency. The same applies to the mid-range and tweeter section, albeit covering different frequency ranges. All parts are connected directly with each other, rarely using any extra wire.